All right, guys, we gotta talk. There's still some of y'all that are still walking around with haircuts that should have been left back in the 2000s. And listen, look, I'm not judging. I'm just here to, help you out, give you guys some advice, and you guys do what you guys want with that, all right? So today, I'm breaking down the top 5 worst haircuts that people are still getting in 2025. And if you're one of the guys that are still getting these haircuts, it might be time to rethink your hairstyle. All right, starting at number 5, the box cut that's just too boxy. Box cuts, they're fresh, they're clean. I'm not saying they're bad haircuts. So I'm not saying a box cut is bad or anything. They're still fresh, they still look clean. But some of you guys are going too boxy, right? You're not trying to look like a Minecraft character. You're not trying to look like SpongeBob with a little taper fade. You're not trying to go for that look, right? So the best thing to do is go ahead and start to round off those corners a little bit to give you a little bit of softness and a little bit more shape to your style. So make sure your barber is giving you a nice blend on the side and go ahead and kind of rounding those corners a little bit, whether he's digging a little bit into the sides to round off your head, or some thinning shears would help soften up those corners a lot. So guys, real quick, if you guys do want to go ahead and get updated with new hairstyles, grooming tips, haircut ideas, things like that, make sure to join my free Instagram community. The link is down in the description, right? This is where we give you guys free information, keep it real, and stay, walk the journey with you guys. So make sure to check that out if you guys do want to join that. We got over 275 members in there right now, and we're growing day by day. So number 4 on the list is gonna be the high fade that practically bald and has no shape to your head. All right, I understand the high fade is cool, it's clean, it lasts you a little bit longer because you're getting a shorter cut. Some of you guys are going super cuts or great clips, and they're just shaving that thing all the way straight to the top of your head, with the number 1 or whatever you're getting, and it's taking away the whole shape of your head, and it's not looking good from your side profile, right? From straight on, you might, like it. But the side profile and your shape is being ruined. If you're going to great clips or super cuts or one of these, stop going there, all right? Get yourself a barber, go on Instagram, look up, best barbers in town, or see, barbers around you that they recommend. Check out their work, see what they're doing, and get a mid fade with either no hooks or edge ups on the side, and that'll give you the same style of a high bald fade, but it'll look more shaped to your head. It won't be drastically high, so you'll have a nice blend to your head because your barber will have enough room to blend in the haircut, and it's gonna look so much better, but still gonna give you that high fade look. Number 3 on the list, it's the DIY neckline cleanup. Look, I understand sometimes, you get caught up, you miss your appointment, you're looking rough, you got a hot date, or you gotta go, to a meeting, and you're like, let me just clean up my neck real quick, let me just, touch it up. But that's where all the disaster happens, right? You go too high, you got all this long hair hanging over where the short part was, it's not looking good. Either 1, don't even touch it and just, just own up to it, you messed up. Or 2, have somebody else clean up for you a little bit. Or 3, if you're gonna do it yourself, get yourself one of those, handheld mirrors or something, and just literally clean up the very bottom where, anything's sticking off between your collar and your neck, just to make it look cleaner, okay? Less is more, so as long as it looks somewhat cleaned up, it's gonna look a lot better than what you had going on. All right, so number 2 on the list, and I know you guys probably have seen a lot of people with this, it's the long, messy top, but with no fade or no shape. Now you got the hair sticking out of your ears, you're kind of looking like a mushroom, you got all this excess hair, and there's no shape really to your haircut. So what the issue is with this haircut is you got no really shape to your face because everything's outgrown. There's no difference between the sides and the top. So what you wanna do is go ahead and, keep the top messy and textured, go ahead and get a little trim, get some texture added to there. But go ahead on the sides, bring it down. You don't have to go get a bald fade or anything like that if you don't like that look. But you do want a gradual fade, tapered down, blended, like a nice gentleman cut, blended down into the sideburns where, have some more shape and you can really see the features of your face that way, all right? Just don't go too long and having it look like a mushroom. So like I said, just very simple, clean up the sides, get a light taper on the sides if you want. Kind of like what I got going on right now, This looks clean, it looks modern, but it's got a little modern, twist to it. I don't have a fade, but you can tell it's growing out. My sides are still tight, sides are long, the back's long, it's got some texture to there, but it's maintained, all right? It's not looking poofy or anything like that. For example, myself, I don't know, you can't really tell in the videos because I stopped by my hairs, but the sides were getting too long. All I did get a little scissor trimmer on the sides, tapered down the sideburns, and boom, I got an instant glow up. I look 10 times better. So by the way, if you are stuck with, you don't know what haircut you want to get, or you need help or ideas, make sure to join my free Instagram community. All right, the link is in my description. Go ahead and you could DM me, or you could go ahead and I could go ahead and give you guys top ideas of what are the best haircuts to be getting nowadays, because nowadays there's a lot of new modern haircuts that are coming out that look 10 times better and that could suit you if you just have the right person guiding you in that direction. So make sure to check that out, all right? It's completely free. All right, so if you did stick around this long, this is gonna be the #1 worst haircut that you could be getting in 2025. And I'm sure you guys seen this because it's kind of a haircut that a lot of people have been getting, and you see them walking around, and it's the blowout that blew out, all right? This is kind of like the Edgar haircut, I would say, or things like that, where people are just letting everything grow, and you know, they're getting a little taper on the sides. There's no really blend going to the top, and everything's just outgrown, and you're looking like, you know, a broccoli or a mushroom, or, you know, it's just not a haircut. And I don't know why, for some reason, whenever you've seen this haircut, I feel like they come in groups. Like there's 2 of them, there's 3 of them, you'll see like 5 of them just walking down the street, you know, with that Edgar haircut. And the way to fix this, still not a bad haircut, don't get me wrong. I do have people that ask me for this, but what you want to do is get, you know, low, mid taper on the sides, or really cut some of that bulk off on the sides and the top. You want to layer it in so it has some texture, movement in there, and it's not just a bunch of hair clumped up and bulky in one area or all over your head, really. So just get it layered, get it texturized, and let it have a nice gradual fade into it. You don't want to just have the sides tapered out and the back tapered and then all this hair on top, right? You want to have it look symmetrical, you want it to look proper and flow all together. Listen, your haircut says a lot about you. That's why a lot of men care about their hairstyle and their beards and things like that. But you don't need to make it complicated, right? You just need to make it look clean, symmetrical, balanced, and work what works best for your style. It doesn't need to be complicated, just clean, you know, symmetrical and balanced, and that fits your face and your style that you're going for. So if you are rocking any of these 5 haircuts that I just mentioned, you might want to switch it up. So don't be afraid, go ahead and DM me or comment down below. I'm more than happy to help out. So go ahead and smash that like button, comment down below what's your worst haircut you've ever seen, or if you've seen someone in the streets with a horrible haircut, you're like, I'm never getting that haircut. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on so you stay up to date with all these videos that I'm dropping, right? See you guys on the next one, right? Peace.